Welcome to Up All Night with the Cool Story Show. This is an adult-themed podcast where we talk girls, we talk sex, we talk relationships, we talk dirty, and we do not hold back. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's stay up all night.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Aaron here from the Cool Story Show, and you're staying up all night again. I'm here with my delicious friend, Diamond Dave Meyer.
Yep.
And my rigid friend, Andy Spiteri.
Rigid.
You know, like erect. We've covered this before.
Oh, like hard. Like a diamond.
Yeah.
But you can't be hard as a diamond.
Yeah, you're not as hard as a diamond.
Fuck.
Okay, guys. What is the worst thing you've done while having sex? You've ruined the mood, you've wrecked it, you've just done something fucking stupid. We've all done something dumb at one point. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done? Dave Meyer, you look like you got something to say.
You got a few, Dave.
I've got a couple. I think we all do.
Excuse me, may I lick your anus again, please?
Oh no, she was for that. That story is already covered.
Push in the back.
I got two stories.
All right, let's hear them, buddy.
The first story was I've been seeing this girl and we hadn't seen each other for a little while, and when we finally got together to hook up, the sex was quite intense to the point where it was like throwing each other around, and I wanted to throw up against a wall.
Fuck yeah, you did.
So the only wall in my room that isn't covered is my closet door. So I throw her up against the closet door and start to go to town, but because of the way my closet is sitting, it's two doors that close together. It closed and pinched her back in it. So she yelled out what I thought was like, damn, I'm doing good. But it was actually...
So you're fucking her and her back's like so locked back into the door.
Because you're banging
and
her
she's
hard.
Screaming and you're like, holy fuck, I'm awesome.
Was there a mirror in there? Were you flexing in it?
No mirror. So I pinch her back. She screams, ruins the moment. I go downstairs, get her ice, put it on her back.
Yo, I fucked this bitch so hard she needed a bag of peas.
Moral of the story is we still finished after, even with a bruised back.
Fuck yeah. Like
only a diamond does.
Second wasn't really a story of when we were going at it. It was it was back when I had to work at 6 o'clock in the morning and I was just extremely tired, and she had stayed the night, and I was literally laying there trying to sleep, and she's like, "Hey, let's do it." I'm like, "No, I'm sleeping." She's like, "No,
Dave,
hey, let's do it." And
really?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Basically pretended to be asleep.
Oh my god.
You schmo.
You know what though? Funny enough, that leads perfectly into the worst thing I've ever done.
All right, go ahead.
Because I'm seeing this girl. I'm fucking her. I'm on top. It's going good. I'm getting a little tired though because it's been a few minutes and I want to take a little bit of a break. So I kind of roll off. I pull her on top. Which you guys, like, you basically get to take a break at that point. You can just kind of lay there and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's
Put your
late.
hands behind your head.
It's late at night. It's like 2 a.m. I'm pretty tired. So she's on top of me. She's fucking working it like a champ, and I'm just kind of, I close my eyes. I'm just really relaxed. I'm really comfortable. And then like all of a sudden, I just literally she fucking smacks me in the face. And I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, you were fucking snoring, you son of a bitch. You fell asleep. And I was like, and she, like, I'm staying with this girl at the time. So she's like, go sleep on the fucking couch, asshole. And I was like, okay. And I got up. She's like, I'm like, do I get a blanket? And she threw a sweater at me. I was like, oh fuck. And then I went out I fell right asleep on the couch.
You didn't even finish yourself off?
No. it was pretty pathetic. I was so tired.
And you were just riding him for going to sleep? At least he pretended to be asleep, didn't disappoint her. So mine is it's a hybrid of your guys, and this actually wasn't even that long ago, unfortunately. So this is after, I want to preface this is after a heavy night of drinking. So the girl's back at my place, and I'm banging her, and at one point, like, and again, I want to say I was fucked like that. I went home at probably 12:30 because I was so drunk. So
I think I remember this night.
Yeah. So I'm banging this girl. She's on her back. I've got her legs in the air or whatever. And, you know, I'm feeding her, and I'm trying to do it pretty hard, right? Because I'm like...
He's feeding her the anaconda.
So I know I'm drunk, so I'm just like, fuck, I gotta make this good, right? Like, or else she's gonna say that I suck the next day. So, like... It's like I'm trying to go as hard as I can, okay? So I'm giving her like full G-force, Superman versus Zod.
God damn it, I'm drunk. I gotta give her like the Captain Falcon punch.
So we're edging. Yeah, I gave her the Falcon Pino. So we're edging. We're like, unbeknownst to me, we're edging closer and closer to the edge of my bed. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, I gave her like a huge thrust, and she fucking goes flying off the bed. Like, so her legs are still in the air. She lands on her back. She lands on her back and actually kind of her neck, and I was like, oh fuck.
You're just like, and she's like, ah.
So like I'm standing at the edge of the bed on my knees, like my schlong pointed right out, like just like a tower of
like
Babel,
like a ramp she just shot off of.
And so I was like, oh fuck, she fell off. So I tried to help her up, but all I did was I reached down, I grabbed her one tit, and I tried pulling her back up by her one tit, and she was like, she got back up, and like she let me finish, but I don't think she was very impressed. And
so if this was Super Smash Brothers, you KO'd her, is what you're saying?
Oh, I gave her at least 200 damage, if not. That was a meteor smash.
Wow.
So
awesome.
she got back on the bed. I finished and like fell asleep as soon as I was done. And yeah, she left really early the next morning.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah, she left pretty early.
That's weird.
And you know what? I was a little self-conscious, so I'm like, yeah, sorry for last night. And she's like, well, it was okay, but you know, yeah.
Stuff happens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, let's be honest. Some of that kind of stuff happens. So yeah, that's my most ridiculous sexual encounter ever.
That was epic.
Yeah,
That's pretty ridiculous,
I've never
man.
fucked
That's
a
pretty.
girl
That's
off
pretty
the bed.
bad.
I'll say
You
that.
literally shot her off the bed.
Honestly, the worst part was thinking I could pull her up by her one teat. Like that was bad.
Come here. Pretended to be asleep, fell asleep, shot her off the bed.
What about the best time you guys have ever had sex? Do you remember one occasion that sticks out in your head, or?
You go ahead, Aaron.
I can remember a few. It's actually like something that pops into my mind is back in high school. I really liked this girl. We went out a couple times. Came back to my place. I finally got a chance to fuck her, and I was like super worried that like I'm sure as like most like 17-year-olds are, that I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna fuck this up, and like this is gonna be terrible. And I just like I started fucking her, and I like fucked her for probably like good like 35-40 minutes, like a total fucking champ. Like switch positions like 8 times, like I was like I saw myself like I was in a porn video. It was fucking wicked. She was eating it up. She loved it. I was like high-fiving myself while I was doing it. It was fucking great. And I was like, I just couldn't believe I was pulling it off so well with this girl that I had like been wanting to do this for so long, because I thought I'd just fuck it up like I usually do. So
nice.
It was fucking wicked. I was so happy.
Right.
And like 17-year-old, I don't really even know what I'm doing at that point. So like it was awesome.
Dave, what about you?
Best time, probably the best time I can recall is I was seeing this girl and we were hanging out, and it was still kind of in the awkward, like you don't really know where things are going phase. And she was hanging out with me that evening, and she left, but she forgot something in my apartment.
Dave Meyer was hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
So I texted her and I told her like, hey, you forgot this, and she's like, oh my god, I need this. I'm like, well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, if you're gonna come back, we might as well just do it.
Oh,
Like, just being completely bold.
You went there.
I did go there.
Oh wow.
boom!
And she was like, okay. Came back, and it was probably the best sex I've ever had in my whole life.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, I can't even describe it. That's how good it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't put it into words.
That's diamond hard. That's shining bright for sure.
Rare, shiny, and bright like a diamond.
How about you, Andy?
So I was with my first girlfriend for 3 years, and a little bit, and we had broken up because I was sort of interested in another girl, and I had never had sex with any other girl but my first girlfriend. So the first night that this other girl was over, we had never even we had feelings for each other, but we never even like kissed before or anything like that. So eventually, I kissed her that night, and from there it was just like fucking walls out to the balls out, man. Like, I took her, and it was like new pussy. It was awesome. Like, I'd never had sex with another girl before, so I took her in and just fucked the shit out of her for like 40 minutes. It was awesome because I was sure I was gonna last like no time at all, especially because I'd never had sex with a new person before. So and yeah, man, she loved it. So we did it for all that time, and afterwards we were done. She was like, I thought you were gonna be kind of like kind of timid since you've only dated the one girl before, but holy fuck, it was almost like in Fight Club when she was just like, I haven't been fucked like that since grade school.
It's great when you don't even think about it and you just pull it out like a champ and you're like, fuck yeah,
so
I'm awesome.
Just for her line after, like, about being timid but awesome, it was like, I was just like, fuck yeah, like, give me a cigarette because I'm gonna light this bitch up. That was the best sex I've ever had. This is the Cool Story Show, up all night.
You can find us on Twitter, me at DaveMeyer7.
Being a champ at ACorbett48.
Smoking cigs at Spiteri316. Thank you for staying up all night with the Cool Story Show. Make sure to stay tuned in.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.